Hi, we'll tell another injury story today. So, I've mentioned in passing a few times about my broken ankle. Okay, so shortly after I was diagnosed with MS, okay, here's how the whole MS thing happened. I was in a car accident about 8 months before I was diagnosed, and I couldn't walk straight. And I went to about like 12 different doctors. Nobody could figure out what was going on. A friend suggested I go to my chiropractor, and I was like, okay. So I go to my chiropractor, and he deduces that it's stress. So I start going to yoga and Reiki, and it actually works, and I'm starting to walk straight. Even though I totally thought Reiki was voodoo. Whatever works, right? I'm going to do whatever works, be it Aslan or the White Witch, right? So I'm doing that stuff. And then on December 5th, 2015, I suddenly stopped walking. It wasn't like I woke up and couldn't walk. It was like I went out to lunch with my niece and nephew, and on the way back to the truck, I suddenly couldn't walk. Like, it was excruciatingly painful. So I did the best I could and kept trying to walk, and even tried to pick up the waitressing job I had just picked up, and that was the shortest job in history because it lasted all of 2 hours. But somehow DWS found out that I had that job, and it kept showing up on my forums, and I had to get my W-2s for a job I had for 2 hours. They never did pay me that $11. Okay, so anyway, so after that point, I'm walking around on a walker, living on the third floor, and I throw my clothes around. Okay, I have a system. Clean clothes go on the floor, dirty clothes go in the hamper. That's my system, or it used to be. So I bent down once to pick up a belt so that I wouldn't trip. And in bending down, I fell and broke my ankle. Cute. But that was when they discovered I had blood clots the length of my legs, so I guess it's good, right? And then I kept getting sent to nursing homes after that for a lot of things. Like as soon as for everything, I just kept getting sent back to nursing homes. And at one point, I was released back into the wild, and then I got sent back to the nursing home for I don't remember what. And within 3 hours of being back in the nursing home, I was trying to use a bedpan because I literally couldn't make it to even a commode. And it slipped out from under me, and I totally fell and broke my ankle so badly that the ankle was touching the calf. I wish I'd taken a picture of it. And it was under the bed, and I'm pushing the call button, and I'm yelling for help. And they get there like 10 minutes later, and they're like, it was 7. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm still in a lot of effing pain. And I'm like, hey, can you move my foot from under the bed? It kind of hurts. And the nurse moves it out from under the bed, and his face just goes white. And then I look at it, and I'm like, huh. And I look at things from I distance myself by looking at things from very academic standpoint. And I'm like, huh, that's a very interesting break. It shouldn't look like that. I wonder how come the skin hasn't broken, huh? I wonder how I could keep myself from falling in the future. And he's like, calm down. I'm like, I'm not even, like, freaking out, like, at all. I was very calm, actually. He was the one freaking out. But of course, I had to go back to the hospital because that was not, yeah. And I didn't even scream out in pain then, so I don't really scream out in pain, except when I was a kid. I was fine until I saw blood, then I screamed out in pain. And then as an adult, when one of the nursing homes screwed up and thought that my baclofen was a PRN, and baclofen is a drug that keeps like the twitching away, so you don't, a muscle relaxer, and the PRN means as needed, so they thought that I had to ask for it, and it's scheduled, so I didn't ask for it, and so I hadn't gotten it for a while, and I was having really bad muscle twitches. And then I screamed out in pain because I was having Charlie horses that would last anywhere from 10 seconds to a minute and a half for 2 hours. Yeah. So that's my ankle break. So I wish I'd taken a picture of that. I need to get that x-ray too, as well as the x-ray of the fart. I gotta get all my x-rays. I'm sure they're fascinating, because I'm pretty sure that my body is a genetic experiment. I found a book I wrote when I was 6, and I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, human. Yeah, set the bar real high, Celeste. Set the bar real high. I don't think I even made it. I think I'm a genetic freaking experiment.